Okay, let's resume. Space, then control to elevate. Yacht, unless you do it. Cold enemies are immune to Jason's attacks. Oh, control! Oh, we've got energy as well. You and horse are now bound.
Let's see the Hess keep up with me now.
I can do this. You can also double tap, I think, if you've got enough energy. Ah, we didn't fall for it. There we go. Back to our normal world. We can just set as a sign up for the next break. Hidden location discovered. Digital impulse. Sweet. Just gonna make a note. Yeah, so I've got lots of notes of places to go and look at. Okay, so this is maintenance janitor's office. This is a room in the janitor's office. This is a question mark, actually. Question mark. Something up high. Because I think you can't do this again, or can't go to that same place. So even though it says secret location, so I'm wondering if this area above actually refers to secret location. We did that. Let's go talk to Artie. Janitor's office? What's over there? Ah, that is the janitor's office. Let's check this out then. Anything? No. Ah, poster of Artie. That's a little bit creepy though. Got the job.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations.
Assistant janitor.
Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working.
Assistant janitor.
Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Find a way to fix the NSC power plant. Maintenance log updated. Also, this, what a mess. Burn the trash.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Ooh, not creepy at all. Pensioner.
Yes.
There's a pensioner. That's Northmoor.
Started to climb on the walls in his bachelor pad.
What? I've just got a vague suspicion though. That they've got, I'm not sure if we've got enough tips to actually reveal it now, or whether it's a few more of the tidbits seeded throughout the game. But I've just noticed what he said now, Northmoor and pensioner, and what he said before was the pensioner feeling the band around his head tighten, and what they said earlier about Northmoor being one of the earlier most powerful para-utilitarians, plus the fact that we've just saw in some of the director's memories him saying him and Darling did something bad ages ago and they are now paying for their sins. And I'm wondering if they did something with Northmoor, the previous director. My hypothesis. Working hypothesis. So we just got level 2 clearance. I'm just checking where we've got level 2 or lower clearance stuff. So janitor's office, northeast and mid-level. There is a couple you can actually go back to. Let's go and clear that out. So we can unlock this. There's one of them. Actually, in the sea power plant. Threshold remnant. Was this level 2? No, that was just a locked one. Okay, so we are back in the janitor's office. Just went around in a circle. Let me come back. There was a few doors back the way we came. That's got level 2 clearance, a couple of them. However, I think we want to go to this dark area.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Okay, so we can't actually go out this way. Ah, but we can. So we came via that way, so we can turn left. Okay. Hey, ventilation to NSC power plant. The reason I'm going this way first before going and unlocking the others, I think we can access another like fast travel point down here. Just want to get to that. Then we can fast travel to ventilation. Arish escaped OOP. Missions. Enemies without dying. Kill enemies with the service weapon in any mode. Service weapon toolkit is yours. 1 in 10. These cards 10 out of 25. Directorial override. The internal lockdown. With Artie's help, Jesse reaches the maintenance sector where the internal lockdown can be lifted. What a mess, burn the trash. Jesse helps Artie by burning the trash piled up around the furnace in the maintenance sector. Okay. Collectibles. Case files. Merry-go-round horse. Objects should be kept in a confined space when unbound. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when blank its path. The object is currently bound by blank. Background. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local. Blank reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see America Overnight, episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local blank were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent Blank by blank. Agents invoked Formula C5 to blank the object long enough to blank. Merry-go-round horse OOP 16-KE. Acquisition date on 1998. Containment location redacted. Correspondence. Arish escaped OOP. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple of weeks ago and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own. And definitely don't buy it yourself. Security Chief Simon Arish. Anything else? No. And Modern Astral Plane, Threshold Kids one, and Hotline Northmere.
Northmere was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmere was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmere never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmere. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Yeah, I wonder if the power plant, when he says Northmere wanted more and more power and that they agreed to the solution, I wonder if Northmere is actually contained in the power plant, that he's generating the power. Anyway, that's me and my theorizing. Oh yeah, this is a friendly space.
It's dangerous out here, lady. But go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Let's get to this point. This was what I was looking for. speak to Security Chief Arish.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
This is your director, man. Watch the attitude.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director.
Sorry, ma'am.
It's a pleasure. Ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon.
Yeah, with
It's
the
what we call
N,
the power plant.
could be North
The,
or something.
Big rumbling metal thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Arish, security matters. Hi Simon, I got your message here. If someone in the sector is asking about RT, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him so you could better deal with his odd habits. But yes, it's still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on next steps. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, something's up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it. S. Arish. From El Salvador. Lynn Salvador. Okay, keep a lookout. There's some beef between those two.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
Arish.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
NSC power plant.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
Service weapon.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Artie?
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. If you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
Okay. Cool.
I should be going.
Right. You got a lockdown to lift.
Ooh. Hoodie. Spin grouping efficiency. What did we get? Spin grouping efficiency. Exclusive to spin. Accuracy plus 11%. Okay.
Energy conversion is well below the acceptable percentage. Internal pressure is climbing so fast, I'm amazed the NSC is still holding. When it blows, we're all going with it.
Listening to their conversations. Okay, so let me go and clear out those. Ooh, we've got new stuff. Hold on. Astral construct, weapon forms, construct spin. Requires a ritual impulse and threshold remnants. Okay, I think both of those. So it's ritual impulse and threshold. Ritual impulse, maintenance, and the other maintenance one. Yeah, so both of those are maintenance requirements. Okay. We're 30 and we've got 3 ability points. Health plus 20% to health. Or more damage. Let's go for health. Need those health. And can we yet do the upgrade? Yeah, we can. Let's do this. So now, occasionally, you'll see a 2 on some of these. Ritual impulse, threshold remnant. Okay, so I wanted to. Oh, we've got something over here as well. Yeah, so now we've got a 2 versus a 5. So, sorry, level 2 versus level 1, but energy boost plus 5% versus plus 7%. Let's clear this one out. This one is plus 20%, and we've currently got an equipped plus 22. So let's deconstruct this. Okay. Also, let's go and do this. We've got a bunch of ones to clear out. Our new access. So I want to go and clear out the level 1. There's a level 1 door in pneumatics. I'm going to clear that out first, which I think is most easily reachable from here. Dead letters. Try dead letters. So we're going to pneumatics. I'm trying to access the level 1 clearance there. Get all the secrets. I think it's this way. Yeah, so pneumatics is up there. Yeah, actually the fastest. Where's that door? Yeah, sometimes it respawns enemies as well, so I just need to be careful. Do not be surprised if it respawns enemies. Sweet. What's this? Havana supplement. Missions. No. Please. Havana supplement. Bureau Medical Staff, AWE-48. Bureau Medical Staff personally evaluated the injured embassy personnel when they arrived back in the country, while the victims reported cognitive issues, dizziness and fatigue. Further testing by Bureau Medics found intense cell damage similar to that of radiation exposure. Agents and research staff remained to take soil samples from the surrounding area but found no trace of an blank beyond the health issues of the staff. The communications department disseminated a story of foreign powers using blank on the embassy staff, resulting in various health issues that required the embassy to be evacuated. The story successfully took hold, gaining brief international attention. ID AWE-48, event date 2017, Havana, Cuba. Okay, let me tick off the level 1 door that we've now accessed. There's also, this is the maintenance ones, it's the level 2 doors. Okay. Goodie. Accuracy boost and house memory. Accuracy boost. Accuracy plus 6%. So what that does, rate of fire. This one, damage while on low health. 48%. All extra projectiles. Projectile spread minus 6% headshot damage. Recoil is a less. Rate of fire increase. Try this one. So if we do get on low health, it will do extra damage. Oh. Cool, that was what we actually wanted to do here. Check. Oh, there we go. Don't shoot me. Yeah, so sometimes they surprise you. I didn't know they can spawn in this small area. I didn't even drop anything good. Oh, never mind. And this area can also spawn quite a few. Cool. Fast travel. So, let's go to ventilation. So there's a level 2 door north from ventilation. So on the map, we go north. That's right. I'm going north. There we go. Access corridor. Sweet. Cool. Just taking that off the list. We've unlocked it. Book Club Lopez. Correspondence. Book Club Lopez. Unless you review by Captain Lopez. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance, unless you manage to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future, and along the way, they have just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for young adults. The main character succumbs to the fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that job can still get done She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. Okay. There we go. That's it. That's when you press E without anything to pull on. The telekinesis, you just rip chunks out of the walls. Launch efficiency personal mod. Personal mods. -8, -8. Okay. Cool. We've done that one. There is another one in the janitor's office as well. We're getting closer to the janitor's office.